Hello, welcome. Going to look at Kenner's 1983 Return of the Jedi speeder bike toy. So this, of course, is the hover vehicle that you see speeding through the Forest of Endor. And one thing I should point out right away is I have a twisty tie on this. That's because my clip doesn't hold this thing together anymore. It has what they call like battle action. But you press this button and then it flips off, and the front end pops off, so like it's blowing up as if the biker scout crashed, in the movie where Luke slashes the front end with his lightsaber. So it's meant to blow up, but the clip won't hold the spring-loaded piece down anymore. So if I don't put that on, I have to hold it the whole time to show it. But this works quite well. It holds it just fine, and it kind of blends in since it's black. So the speeder bike has the handle grips that move. It has what they call a T-bar here that goes up and down. It's basically to hold the figure in place because he can't sit properly because the old figures, they don't have the knee joints, and this is kind of wide, so he doesn't fit like standing up kind of. You have to have him sit funny, which you'll see in a minute. And underneath has a little gun and the legs that hold it up. When those go, you push them up, the flaps back here are supposed to drop. It came unclipped, but well, you can just push them in like that. So with the figure's weight on it too, it sits better, like flatter. Otherwise, it just kind of either sits up or sits down. Let me grab the figure here. I do have his card backing still. The Biker Scout. Originally cost $2.68 at Bradley's. It's his little handgun. You can see, of course, in the picture how he would clip from the, or a screen cap from the movie. You can see how he sits normally. But as I said, the figures, all they can do is sit like this. It just looks a little silly, but not much else. There's nothing you can do. So he slides under, like I said, this T-bar. And he can reach the handlebars, although his left hand doesn't clip as well. I mean, his thumb is close to his hand, so I'm not going to really force it in there. And that's how he sits. Sits pretty good with the weight. And now I will take the twisty tie off so you can see him blow up. It doesn't really shoot too far just because of the weight of the figure. I thought the figure goes a little farther. Now I yanked him off the seat, that's alright. He doesn't need to be on perfectly. So here, I'll try to do it. Yeah, he just pops off. Here's the front end. Show a couple more things here. Here's what it looks like nicely. And it doesn't look much different. It's just one solid color. You don't get like any kind of scorch marks or anything on it. And I do have the manual. Very small, of course. There's not much to show other than just the pieces that need to be put together. Now the T-bar works. And a picture of it blowing up. Right, there was one more little thing I'm going to show. Kind of little. It's comparison to the 90s versions, but I didn't open those, so they're in the box. You can't really see the perfect comparison, I guess. This is the 1995 model. It is the same vehicle. You can tell, like, the only difference really, you can see it, is the colors. It has more detail and a darker, looks almost maroon-like even. But I don't know if it's supposed to be like a brownish color, but it really looks like the same exact vehicle, I think. Just with more details. Except, and it came with the figure, which is nice. You can see he sits normally too. these figures in the 90s, this is the first series when Kenner brought the figures back, or I think Hasbro owned Kenner at this point. They look more bulky up like the chest area, they're more muscular. You can see it has the battle action. And then in 1996 they released yet another one. This one comes with Luke in his Endor gear. Basically the same thing, slightly different color maybe, and just a different action figure. And in 1997 there's yet another one, but this one is different in that it's all one piece, it doesn't blow up. And I think the figure is permanently molded like this way. I don't know if he comes off. He might just be stuck to the figure. It's more of a racing toy because you pull this piece of plastic out. It has a wheel on the bottom, so you put it on the floor and make the wheel spin, put it down, and it runs on its own. This is the last one I have. There is at least one other I know of. A remote control version came out around the same time. So that's it. And like always, I have a blog entry for this, so if you want to take a closer look at the pictures of the item, scans of the manual, it's all there. Link will be in the video description. Thanks for watching.